No, what was you was expecting? Because it's so smooth, it's kind of like a sipping.
Yeah.
So it's like it's real smooth. So if you gonna have that, it's about the prestige of it. You know, did you have it neat?
Oh, you gotta have it neat. If you put ice in something you spending that much money on,
I have to ask.
I drive to his house and punch him in the face if he put ice in it.
Because some people don't
I have to drive to his house and punch him in the face.
People don't understand you gotta have it neat to let it breathe a little bit.
Hold on, Drew. Do you see that handbag in the background of Kid right now? Do you think he's putting ice in his drinks?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That is a European man bag that we're looking at back
there.
there.
My
100% Canadian yak butt.
Now I want you all to understand. I love
100% Canadian yak. And that's how you know it's high quality. They don't even have yak in Canada. Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy Fat the Designer. Back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, we got the squad in the building. Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. In house with me, the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid, with his Canadian yak bag back there.
You see, he put it out there on purpose. It was a little red.
It's always there.
So everybody can see.
He want the show. He want the show. The super producer Joel Holden, of course, Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC. The Bears are back. They report on 420. Write your own joke there.
Yeah, buddy.
Smoke it up. Who's taking a ride with their cousins tonight? We got to talk about some of the things that we heard today from the players and just some expectations coming into this season. Also talk about, of course, this is draft week, boys. We ate
Thursday. Joe, where's the button at?
I will add the button to the soundboard. Don't worry, Joel. I will add the button to the soundboard. With this Thursday, we'll be live for the draft, so tap in with us here. But we also got to talk about the fact that, there's an opportunity here for the Chicago Bears possibly to do something that no one expected them to do and maybe trade out if they want to. Drew, you're looking like you're seeing some breaking news right now.
No. Kid just sent a nicely grafted bottle to the chat.
Oh, okay.
And it got a little thirsty.
We're going to have to make a run after this show, Drew. There's a lot of NBA on tonight. We're going to have to make a run. And the Chicago Bulls released their list of their top candidates right now. And I'm actually not mad at something the Bulls are doing.
Really?
I'll take it. All that and more in today's episode. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Boys, how y'all feeling today, man?
It's Monday.
I'm on a high.
It is a Monday. It's definitely a Monday.
I'm on a high. Living life.
As he put his head down and kind of like shut down. It's like, I'm on a high.
JC, what you mean by that, my boy?
It is the wrong day to just drop a I'm on a high, JC.
Hey,
what's under those glasses?
I say behind those shades.
My eyes aren't red at all. You know what I'm saying?
Those eyes looked bloodshot red, did they not? Did anybody else?
Don't worry about it.
I see it.
Those eyes looked bloodshot red.
I didn't see them.
Dope.
Hey man, let's jump into this episode, man. Listen, the Bears report today. We got to hear from a ton of players today. I think, of course, the most important one that everyone is going to care about being Caleb Williams back in the building. I'll tell you what, boys, and having all of us having never experienced what the life of a good quarterback is like. Caleb Williams sounds locked in. And the one thing that I love is he mentioned multiple times how he was working with Rome out here at his college, and he was with Luther at this spot, and he was the first one to reach out to Kobe Bryant when he showed up. And you are seeing, I said this at the end of last year, I think that the biggest thing that we can continue to see develop, I want to see Caleb Williams get better as a passer. I believe Ben Johnson said 40 passes, right? 40 passes for you to hit that 70% mark is what he needs to complete more. But seeing Caleb Williams be 100% time and time again as a leader of this football team may be the most important thing that this team can have moving forward. When you heard from QB1 today and when you heard from any of the players, what was your takeaway? And are you a little tingly for this upcoming season?
For me, I definitely tingly because I think that they're like Ben Johnson said last year, we're not going to go off last year's, success. Every year is going to start over, and we're going to start the success. And I saw that with Caleb, excuse me, with Caleb, where it's like he's ready to get better. He wants to get better. He's not content with just having his sophomore season. He wants to improve on it. So I'm definitely tingly on that. I like the energy he brought.
Yeah, attitude reflects leadership, as in the words of Remember the Titans coach. My thing is that you love to see Caleb Williams, the leader, because those are things that impacts the whole team. You talked about, like, you want to see all the different accolades, hit him 70%, be more accurate, kind of be a little bit more cohesive with Rome and Luther and, all these other playmakers. That's great. But when it comes to making the team better, that's what I wanted to see in the offseason is him, kind of take some of the new guys, reach out to the new players on the team, because this is a restart. We had all the good feels from last year, making it all the way to the NFC division game or NFC division.
Second round.
Conference.
It wasn't conference. It was
semifinals.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So for us, like, you put that in the rear view now, and everything is moving forward with him, taking on more of that role. We saw the leadership qualities come out even more so during the playoffs. He's yelling on the sideline. He's making sure that everybody's on task. And so you want to expand on, you want to build on that, and I think that's what he's going to do in year 3.
I would say
the funny thing about this is I'm gonna let True Blue go. Go ahead.
No, my
Hey, I would just say this. I just want to put this out there. Jordan has the quintessential I get high starter set on right now. This man has
I ain't gonna lie. I am like this.
This man has the green LA hat.
Hey, you want out to work today?
No.
You're not gonna make it very
Actually,
long,
I could.
dog. They gonna get you up out of there.
Actually, I could. No, I didn't.
This man has the dark glasses, the LA hat that's green. You can't see.
You ain't lying. I am really like promoting this day. This is bad. I didn't think about
this
that.
Man is out there. Okay, anyway.
I get high.
Hey, why Dr. Pops just say that? He said JC is taken after Afro Man.
She goes like a high.
I'm not gonna say anything special. I like to see the excitement of Caleb and him just saying, "Hey, I've been waiting on this day to get back to Halas," basically. And so I'm just excited about. I'm just excited to see a young man be dedicated to the craft. Like, we have a lot of people who, once they get crowned, they kind of slack off. We've seen it in the NBA. We've seen it many times in the NFL. And that's not the type of, young man that Caleb is. And that's what I appreciate the most out of everything. Like, he's going about his business. He set a high goal for himself to win multiple Super Bowls. And he's doing all the work to give himself the best chance. And that to me is just something that stood out. And I'm happy to see it.
I would say to just, go along with what you're saying, it's nice to know that this doesn't feel like it's a one-time deal. Like when we had that 2018 year, and maybe we should grow on from this, and it just fell apart. Or we got to the Super Bowl in 05 or 06, and then it was like, and it fell off. Like, this feels like we're building something, because to your point, kid, he wants this.
Yeah,
this is about getting better. This doesn't feel like this is a cobbled together type of team. It's growing. I mean, they're going to make changes on the defense to fit this new regime, but the fact that the man wants the crown, he wants it, and he wants to be great. This is beautiful. So I'm very happy to see that, like, he's taking this very serious. He's a very mature young man, to understand the gravity of what he's like, what he has. He had what I really love. I watched that 1920. Shout out to my man Pat, by the way. But I was watching that. And I was like, we got this. I was like, that's my boy. And then I watched the one from 2 months ago, because I didn't watch the one that closed out the Rams game.
Yeah.
The fact was, like, how energetic the city was, and now how he wanted to feel that again. Like, it's almost addictive to see how the city was going insane. So, like, the fact that he wants to own that, and be a part of that, and he's not afraid of that moment, I'm very happy to see where the Bears are.
Yeah, it truly feels like this is a team that is, locked in and understands the moment. I love them taking on the mindset of the coach, right? Like, yeah, last year was cool. If you don't do it again, it don't matter. I think this year is going to be very different for the Chicago Bears. I think that the aggressive practices and things like that we saw at training camp, we'll probably see those again. But you're going to see a team that hits the ground running because they get what the system is already. We ain't seen that in a long time.
Ooh,
offensively,
continuity.
We ain't seen continuity on this team in a long time. And the continuity, I believe, is the word we're looking for there. Could you use it in a sentence? The Chicago Bears have continuity.
For the first time since maybe 90. Was the first year with Lovey, you think we had continuity?
I mean, you really never had continuity offensively because you had different offensive coordinators.
I thought we had it 2 years. I thought we had it back-to-back year early in Lovey's.
Yeah, but usually we were getting rid of a guy because he was getting fired.
No, Ron
because it wasn't working out.
Ron Turner was there for a couple of years. There was the continuity there. That's about it. After that, it was hot hit and miss. I don't think we've had it. No, this is the first time we haven't had. No, we haven't had continuity in a long time.
And even in those moments, right? You're swapping out the quarterback, or you've got a new offensive lineman that's getting thrown in there, right? Like there's been so much offensively that the Bears have had to go through. This is the first time that it feels like it truly can maintain the stability that we've seen. And the bottom line is that just helps the quarterback. That helps Rome. The expectation is already set. And now they go into this year's camp knowing what is expected of them and how to prepare your body. I think that's the other thing that really, when you look at last season, the biggest issue that we had was a lot of the injuries that we dealt with in camp and things like that.
Soft tissues.
Yeah. But when you don't know how to prepare your body that first year, I think about, very similar, 2005 when the Bears went, when the Bears first got Lovey, right? They won 6 games, I think. But it was because everybody was hurt all year.
Yeah, we had a lot of hamstring.
Hamstring injuries, back injuries. It was insane. Everybody's like, what's going on with the training staff? Nobody knew how to prepare for what Lovey was doing, and Lovey did the exact same thing that Ben Johnson did. If that ball is in the air and it's over there, you run to that ball. You don't walk back to the huddle. There is no huddle. You're not on point, get out the practice. We don't need to see you here because we need people that's going to be in here locked in and on point. Like, you're going to see more of that this season, but you're going to see players that are prepared for it and know how to deal with it.
Shout out to Chris Rayco. We did have a couple years of Luke Getz. That's right. He was there.
That's what I remember. 2 years. I remember 2 years.
That's not continuity. That's
continuity.
Hey, listen. 2017.
That's
2017 to
2018. Kind of continuity though.
The learning curve is different though, because once you've been having the same offensive coordinator or the same offensive outlook, you can build upon. You're not always taking everything down to zero back up. You're starting at a level of understanding and you're mastering the craft instead of having to always be like second guessing yourself because now you're familiar.
Yeah,
I think the difference too, like we're seeing it where it's a quarterback going into a year coming off of having a really good passing year and looking incredibly confident in all these moments. Right, we were still hoping Justin developed into that.
I would say that, like, what I think is going to happen this year is that Caleb will be able to actually steady the offense. Who was that? Was that in our group that sent one of the greatest Caleb misses? There's so many drop passes.
Like a compilation of like
of all these misses.
Yeah,
and part of that is hopefully the receivers take it more serious that they're catching a little bit more. Like if we clear up half of that. Because it was 3 parts, right? It was like you got the receivers dropping passes, Caleb not making the easy throws. And then I think, he didn't really get sacked that much at all. But like there was 3
sack avoidance was elite.
Huh?
Yeah, I said the sack avoidance was elite.
Right. But the thing was that he was escaping a lot. But the biggest thing is, will the receiver will he make the easy throws first? That's on him.
Right. You got to hit the layups. Gotta hit the layups.
Gotta hit the layup consistently.
Like, if he cleans that up, the offense doesn't have to go to cardiac bear like mode. Because that was like nerve wracking. It was nice that we would win and showing that he got the ice in his veins. But the biggest thing is like his maturation of running the offense is huge. Well, we don't have to have those moments. We should be up 2 touchdowns, because we're able to move down the field versus we got to do this behind and the pressure's on, the lights are big, on, and it's big, and he's ready to perform. But that's cool. But we need that like in the moments that it really, really, really matters versus we're going up against the Giants. Like, listen,
that Giants front seven was deep. Was
you wanted to be consistent. Defensive. Yeah, you wanted to be consistent versus some of those easier teams that we felt. We want to be able to preview a game and go, they should win this. And then you get into the game, and maybe there's some moments that are tough, and there's some the moments where it's competitive. But you feel confident that you should win this, right? We didn't have enough of those last year.
We should have been dominating Oakland. We shouldn't have to come back.
The Raiders,
just like that.
That shouldn't even been a situation where we were in a game at any point. We just like, we might lose this. Like, exactly. This might be one of the worst starts ever. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do, man. One thing we also got to get into some news from today that is exciting, and dare I say, the trench is moving in the right direction. As always, I'm so excited by trench news. Darnell Wright, 5th-year option picked up today, boys, and he's here at a minimum through 2027. I would assume you picked up this option just to make sure that you got it in. A contract probably will end up getting worked out more than likely this coming off season. But do you feel like this was the first big win as far as draft wise? And funny enough, on the draft week for Ryan Poles, because this is his first player ever that he drafted who will pretty much officially reach a second contract with the Bears.
For me, it is definitely looking that. Yeah, this is the first time. But for me, definitely is because we were on the fence about extending or even picking up the 5th-year option on Darnell prior to last season. But he had such a great season. He showed so much promise, and he showed consistency that we were looking for in our first round pick. So I'm definitely glad that we picked it up, and it shows that Ryan Poles actually can pick an offensive player and showing that he's promised on that aspect too, because we were always questioning his offensive draft skills defensively and his defensive backs, hands down, yes. But with Ryan Poles picking an offensive player, it's definitely great that he finally got one right now.
Yeah, keep it up. Go ahead.
I love the move. Yeah, I love the move just because, again, like Drew said, I'll just reiterate what he said. It's consistency. The only time that you kind of had an issue with Darnell Wright was, I believe, in his second year, where it was a little bit up and down. We were kind of questioning whether or not he was adjusting to the NFL game the right way, and being not necessarily a bust, but kind of being overrated in a sense where we might have to go a different route at the right tackle. We're not saying that anymore. He's a second-team All-Pro season. And he's solidified himself as a sure right tackle for our next however many years to protect Caleb. Now we just have to address all the other, obviously, holes, whether it's left tackle, whether it's, solidifying center for the future outside of Bradbury. And that's good, because now you have confidence going forward that you got about 2 or 3 positions on that line that are good, at least until Joe Tooney decides to retire. Then you got Jonah, and then you got your Darnell. And so I love the move. I think that it was smart that Ryan Poles did this going into the draft.
Chris Rayco is correct. Actually, Kyler Gordon was extended. He was.
We talking about offensive wise though.
Yeah, this is first offensive guy, I should say. Yeah. See, he is correct in the sense. Kyler Gordon was extended. This is first
I was in my brain.
Player.
I was like, is this the first extension of a draft pick that he has had? And because it was Brisker and Gordon was his first draft, if I'm correct.
Bottom line, it's his first extension of a draft pick. I have no questions on.
Yeah, no. This is
before
great.
last year,
I got questions on Kyler Gordon with the injury.
Before last year, we did not, because before last year, Kyler did not miss many games. He misses a sprinkle. Last year was the first time he missed substantial amount of time, and so that did bring up some questions. But as far as offensive wise, before last year, he only missed a couple games.
I feel like we were coming into the season talking about if Kyler can stay healthy.
No, that was more Brisker than Kyler for me.
Him too. Like I think it was both of them, and they both kind of were in that conversation. Like now they definitely are in that conversation, but like I don't have, kid, you let me know, like I don't have any concerns when it comes to Darnell Wright heading into this season. We saw him play through an injury and be an all-pro type player.
Can we just clap it up for a top 10 pick that
Clap it up.
after the top 10 pick?
So Joe, hold on. Let me explain something to you. If I say a name, I'm usually throwing to that person to speak next when we do the show. I don't
But you know,
we've only been doing this show.
It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3, back to 1 to 2.
Contrary to popular belief,
it sounds like it's one and Joel. Yeah, that's if you and Joel.
Hey, it's
First
one
of
and
all,
Joel.
we're having a
Joel and
conversation. Like all of a
And
sudden,
then it's Tim and Joel.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Pat.
Kid, here's the alley oop. Come on, kid. Here's the alley oop. There we go. Go ahead, kid. I just threw it up, kid. Come on, get it.
I have no gripes. Back to Joe.
Now clap it up.
all I said was, can we just clap it up that we made a top? We got a top 10 pick that's actually hit.
Yeah.
I mean, we let
Baki said Joel Barkley.
Joe Barkley. I like that one.
No, because our boy Baltimore was a top 9 pick, but we didn't re-sign him.
Wasn't Darnell 11?
Roquan.
I thought Darnell was 10.
Was Darnell 10 or was Darnell 11? Didn't we trade out of 10?
Darnell
No, he
was
was 10.
10.
He was 10. Never mind.
9
Top 10
to
pick.
10.
Yeah.
Darnell was 10.
I mean, but to get a first round pick that actually hit, like, thank you. This is great. Sorry, kid. What were you going to say, kid? I'm very.
You know what? I was just gonna pass it back to Pat or JC. You know, I don't know. And Pat Drew or JC. You know, I mean.
Oh no, I said what I need to say. Go ahead. It's your floor.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
Kid, tell us about the bag.
Right.
Hey, listen,
Preview it.
I can't preview the bag unless I get the affiliate code. Let me get the affiliate code first.
What's in your bag?
Kid, what's in the bag? I mean, I'm not saying it.
The way it's slumped to the side, it looked like it's got he's got some bricks in there like this.
Yeah, I was he got like a roll of cash
bunch
in
of
that
money
boy.
in there. That's what it looks like.
He's trying to throw us off the scent with the strap on it like it's a purse. We see it.
You got 14 bricks right there.
You got 14 bricks?
You got 14 bricks right there?
All white bricks. All white bricks. Off white. Never mind. That was a great song. Dark City with the super chat said, can't wait for Golden to catch 2 touchdowns on the Gary Bears. There it is.
Must be another package.
Not.
Hey,
well, thanks to Drake, you don't have to worry about that.
They just got hit with the Drake curse, so I ain't even worried about y'all no more.
Yeah.
That fun is over, baby. Hey, it is over, baby. Drake has worn many a jersey, and we ain't seen them teams come back ever.
Nah.
Only one that overcame was Toronto. Nah, man. Listen, I'm excited about what Darnell Wright has to offer this coming season. I think the offensive line is truly going to be something we talk about as fixed on a pretty consistent basis. So shout out to Ryan Poles finally getting this right. Really shout out to Ben Johnson. I think that the Bears are in a great spot, and I can't wait to see, how they address some of that this year. Like, I think we're finally going to be one of those teams where they go, well, why the heck are they drafting another offensive lineman? And then you see that offensive lineman playing, you go, oh, that's why. Okay. Like, I dreamed of being that team. Yeah, I mean, like, bro, like you used to see them teams, the Patriots would do it. Why the heck they draft another center? And then another center start playing. You'd be like, oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess. Is what it is. Why the heck they draft another tackle? They got tackle.
The dumbest
you see
take
that
I've
mug
ever
get in there
heard.
and play. You'll be, oh, okay. I'll take that.
Right, they want to get even better, and that's what the Bears want to do. We need to get even better. We have a baseline now in my opinion, we have a baseline now of talent. We need to increase that talent. So we need, if we get even better on the offensive front, watch out. Super Bowl he would come.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard someone say is, why'd they draft another center? You don't even hear about the last one. That's the point. You shouldn't hear about the center.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be having any conversation about the center. If I'm having a conversation about the center, he's bad.
He's probably not doing his job. Hey, we know Coleman Shelton's name real well.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Let's keep it moving along, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Listen, draft coming up this Thursday. And boys, realistically speaking, the Bears probably will come away with a defensive player here pretty early. But there may be a run on these players because kind of how this team, how this draft is shaping up, it seems like you might get a run on some of the interior guys, and there's going to be, more edge talent later on in this draft here. if the situation arises where you get to 25 and Ryan Poles says, you know what, there's so much talent in the second round, I can get a good player now, but I need to trade out and try and add more. Do you feel like this is the draft to do it? Could you see the Chicago Bears trading out of the first round pick, maybe to add back? I don't believe we have a third this year, probably a second in there as well. Do we not have a third or a fourth?
We don't have a fourth. I thought we had a third. I thought we had number 75 or something.
We do.
We got a third.
We got 80.
80. Okay.
Yeah, I think we do have a fourth.
We have 80.
We don't have a fourth.
We don't have a fourth, right? Does it go four? Oh no, we don't have a fifth.
No, we do have a fourth.
Good grief! For some reason, the internet don't want to load. There it is. There we go. So we got first.
We have.
Okay, the internet just not loading right
we
now.
had
Don't
all
worry
our
about
picks.
it.
So I know we got
the 25th pick in first round.
There we go. We don't have a
We have
fifth
the
or a
second
sixth. For
round.
some
We have
reason,
two
the
second
internet had a
rounds,
stroke
57,
right
60.
there.
We have a fifth or a sixth. We have a third with the 25th pick. We have the fourth round, 29th pick, and then we have two sevenths, a 23rd and a 25th in the seventh round.
So if where this team is at right now, you want to see this team go out, would you want to see them go out there and add, or are you just like, hey, if the talent is there, take the talent now?
For me, it has to be a sweet deal. For me, it would be having somebody looking to draft up to try to take like a Ty Simpson in those later, 25th pick for me to get rid of it. Because, yeah, it's a lot of talent, but I don't see us doing that unless everybody we have on our draft board with a first round grade is taken already. So I believe that we stay put unless that whopper of an end of the first round deal comes around, and then we take something like that. But if it's so much talent, yeah, but you still want to get that first round blue chip player, so you get that extra 1 year of fifth year eligibility instead of having a regular 4-year contracts, which is second and third round and going all the other rounds have. I like that fifth round that fifth year is very important to me. Yeah. So for me to trade out of that fifth year, it has to be a great deal.
I think that there's a number of ways that you can look at this. I think that one, I would prefer if they kept their pick in the first round. But if you talked about maybe, like you said, if there's a player that a team wants to move up for, and then you're getting maybe an additional second round or third round pick, I'm all for that, because now's the year where you can kind of spread out the love in a sense where you fill out the gaps in the offensive line, you fill out some of the safety position opposite Kobe Bryant, you're filling out maybe another cornerback to address the depth at corner. You maybe get another linebacker to pair with, the new linebacker, and also Edwards possibly coming back. And so for me, I think that is a route to go, just so you can have more picks to play with, because there's going to be a lot of prospects in those mid rounds in the second and third and the fourth that are still quality starter types. Yeah. And if you pick right, you might have a good 2 to 3 to 4 starters on your team on both sides of the ball coming out of this draft. So, but personally, I would keep the first pick. I feel like, man, if a Zion Young or Peter Woods is there, or by all accounts, if EMW is there, I'm keeping that pick, and I'm picking
EMW different.
Yeah.
But to me, if it's Zion Young and that's the best player that's there,
trade back.
You pushing back?
I'm cool.
Trade back.
Yeah.
You pushing back
personally.
You pushing back.
The gap between late first and early
so
second
isn't
that great. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So, honestly, the only person I thought and I had drafted, he's been consistently going before 25, and everyone's mock is Caden Proctor. Outside of Caden, if he's not there, everyone else, I'm willing to take a flyer on Zion Young at his projected draft position, which is early to mid second, and trading back to pick up some additional pieces, because where we're drafting, unless we're trying to trade up, the talent gap for what we need isn't that it really isn't a big difference. It's almost like the same player.
I mean, even if he's there at 25 though, right? Like, you ain't picking again until 80. You got to take the player you believe in.
Yep.
That's bottom line. So I'd be, if Caden Proctor's there and the Bears take him, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be pretty excited here this Thursday.
I think they can go either way. I think it's more about trusting their board. How good is the board? I mean, you look at Jalen Johnson, first round grade we got in the later round. You look at Trapillo, second round pick. We look at Luther Burden, first round grade in the second round. Like if we can find, at 25, you're closer to second round that it's fine to trade back. Then it's harder to trade up. So it exists that just because they're not in the first 32, but there's 40 players that make 45 players that make first round talent, but there's only 32 slots, and so be it. But I just think that the way that the team is set up right now, technically, we still got to see Shamar Turner.
Fourth round.
Yeah.
Like I was just looking up Akeem Hicks. Akeem Hicks was
I just want to ask a question. I don't even want to cut you off. Is there anyone that you'd be willing to bet the farm on to trade up enough spots and give up enough capital to jump into a top 15 spot?
15? No. 10, yeah.
No, 15 is crazy.
That's a lot. That's
you say top 10, but
Yeah,
it's like
top 10.
but top 15 is included in top when you see it, top 10 is included in top 15. You know
That 10 to 15 range could be real different when you're talking about the blue chip players.
That's too much to give up to get there.
It's gonna be real pricey to make that kind of jump.
Like if you can, the point is you're closer to 2, and you've proven actually. I mean, if Shamar Turner hits, that means Trapillo, Burden, and Shamar in one freaking draft. You have
Zay Frazier.
And 3, but that's 3. That's 3. That's 2 second round, and even with he didn't draft Jalen Johnson. But the point is that you can get talent in that second tier, in the second round and the third round. Those are starters. So why give up that draft capital?
Just the majority of your team is made through the second and fifth rounds, to be honest with you. So if we can pick some additional second round or third round or even fourth round talent by moving back, I'll take that. But the draft capital, you would have to get up to get one of those type of players. You would have to go into the top 5. And that would require you giving up your number 1 next year. And even, maybe even more additional years on top of that, with addition to your second round pick you got in the DJ Moore trade. So for me, it's stay put or move back. It's not enough talent, and it's cost way too much to move forward to get one of those blue chip players.
Yeah, 25, that's a big jump.
Yeah, you would be doing way too much to try and get into the top 10. You're giving up future capital. And like the thing is, like Drew said, a lot of your team is built through the second and fifth round, second through fifth round. Like, you got an opportunity to add a lot of pieces to this team that should be talented, right? We would talk about Jacob Rodriguez. He could be somebody that you could add in the second round. We were talking about what was old boy that y'all were losing y'all minds over, the linebacker?
Jacob Rodriguez.
Was it Jacob Rodriguez?
Rodriguez.
Yeah. No, it was somebody else.
No, the
Are
one
you
that
talking
was
about from Texas?
The
Hill
one from
Jr.?
Texas.
Hill Jr.
Jacob Rodriguez.
No.
Yeah, Anthony
Texas,
Hill Jr. You know what I mean? Like Anthony Hill Jr., right? Like there's talent that you can find in this draft, or you can go out and identify it that translates to the NFL really well. You just got to go out and be able to find that guy. You got to be able to go out and identify that guy. And it's the one thing to me that the Bears haven't done enough of here on the defensive side of the ball is identify, especially those big boys, the defensive linemen. And so if you told me that Ryan Poles wanted more bites at the apple in the second round because he feels like, we have more holes to fill that we can fill all at once. Because here's the reality of it. I know we've done this mock draft exercise 3-4 times. We're drafting a couple of offensive players, guys.
I don't want it.
I know we drafted all defense all the time, but we're probably drafting a center. We're probably drafting a left tackle.
You need that. Yeah.
I would hope so.
Or some form of tackle, right? Like there's going to be, and I can guarantee you, right? If we don't go tackle, I can guarantee you this: they're probably going to draft a wide receiver.
Joe's gonna say running back.
You know what? There was a running back in the fourth. There was a running back in the fourth round today in a mock draft that we did out of the University of Kentucky. Seth, what's that boy name?
Out of Kentucky?
Out of Kentucky. But he was there in the fourth round, and I was like, you know what? I saw some of his highlights. I really like his game.
Seth McGowan?
Seth McGowan. I was like, I like it. He got some fumble issues.
He's not gonna get drafted.
He got some fumble issues.
He ain't getting drafted here.
He got some fumble issues. But I like his game. When you get to that fourth round, I'm like, nah, I can see something here, right? There's some things that got to be coached.
Right, you can coach fumbleitis out of you. Look at Tiki Barber.
Yes, no, the heck you can. Tiki Barber turned into a Hall of Famer off of it.
Exactly.
Tiki Barber couldn't help but put the ball on the carpet.
Yeah,
is that an outlier?
They told him how to hold it high and tight, and he went. He's going.
Y'all named one guy that became a Hall of Famer. All the other guys that didn't make it, y'all ain't got their names though.
he was the most prolific fumbler though.
Tiki Barber made it. Give me all the other Tikis that didn't make it.
Here's the thing. Usually guys get better as they go through the league. I mean, heck, Ezekiel Elliott had a fumble problem at first, right? Like, but the Tiki Barber was the most like the biggest name and like the face of it because Tiki fumbled a lot.
He did.
Fumbled a lot.
Like Tiki, like it would be like, all right, like Tiki fumbled like Velus Jones.
That ain't gonna Tiki ain't gonna make it in this league. Tiki ain't getting another. I'm happy it worked out for my boy, but Tiki ain't making it in today's league like that. Hey, you gotta go.
No, he still would because he was still running at like four and a half, 5 yards a clip.
When he wasn't fumbling, he was dominating.
He was dominating, bro. Because he
could hold on to that football. He was great.
Right. It's just gonna be a pause moment when he made it out the hole. It was over with. He was a great running back.
He had to make it out the hole.
Yeah, he made it out the hole. He was good.
Rashawn Salam was fumbleitis. Oh,
Rashawn Salam. Oh, God. Don't even get me started on Rashawn Salam.
Did he turn out to be a good dude? He turned out to be a great, good running back?
Rashawn Salam?
You see how y'all talking about him?
He was 3.4, 3.5 a year.
Yeah, so was
y'all see how y'all
a carry.
So was y'all favorite running backs back then. Oh boy, what's old boy that was in Tennessee?
You talking about Chris Johnson?
Ooh. No, not Chris Johnson. No, he used to always go up against Ray Lewis.
Oh, you talking about the boy that passed away, Eddie George?
Eddie George.
Eddie George is close to 3.8 from me.
Nah, he wasn't. Eddie George was 3.1 yards per carry. Eddie George was like, he must be hyping Eddie George. He should go to the Hall of Fame. Then you look at it, you be like, outside of his games versus Ray Lewis, and they gave him 65 carries in that game. No wonder he got 120 yards.
Yeah, well,
that was Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher. Jeff
Fisher was 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
But he won though, because 3 yards, and he going on fourth down to get it. Because then Steve McNair used to run for that 1 yard on fourth down and then run it back.
3 yards and a cloud of dust, boy. Hey man, let us know how you guys feel in the comments below. Your thoughts on whether you believe that the Chicago Bears should trade back in this draft. It's gonna be fun to see what the Bears do in this draft, no matter what. But I will say, if we get all the way to 25 and they trade back and we live for what's that, 25
2 hours?
Yeah, we about an hour and a half at that point.
Yeah, that's
gonna be 2 hours.
I'm gonna throw hands.
That's gonna be good.
Ryan, you gonna have to see me, brother.
Why you say like Macho Man Randy Savage? You gonna see me, brother?
Like
You're gonna have to see me, brother.
Yeah. I'm glad they limited the time on them people.
Man, I'm so glad they went from 10 minutes to 8 minutes, bro. Like, we don't need all this, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you know they got to show the highlights of the player. You know they got to do the shaking of the hand. Hey. You got because you got to interview with the sad reporter after they get drafted. So you got a little time.
They make a show out of it. They got to give Mel Kiper his screen time. That's all it is.
Hey, I like Mel. Mel's the man.
Mel's got to give Mel Kiper his screen time.
Mel is the king of the mock draft.
Here's the thing. Mel is very good at what he does, but I don't like Mel's not good at actually being right. Mel's just entertaining for the mock draft.
I was gonna say he ain't the king of the mock.
You know what I mean, Mel?
No. If you Google the king of mock, Mel Kiper comes up.
Not. I'm not saying that it ain't gonna show it.
No, he's the face of it.
Right.
He's the face of the mock
right or not,
draft. He's the face.
Because that's just like gambling. Like the weatherman is wrong 90% of the time and still get paid. Mel is that way. Mel is wrong 90% of the time and still's the king.
Mel is out there to entertain. So whenever somebody that's high on his big board don't get drafted, he goes, I don't know what these NFL GMs are looking at. I'll tell you right now. Shedeur Sanders, best quarterback in this draft by far. Can't believe that he's falling this far. These guys have no idea what they're talking about. Remember he said if Ryan Leaf isn't a Hall of Famer, he'll retire. Y'all remember that?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie though. Ryan Leaf coming out of college was like the guy. So
that's why he was drafted.
I can see that. I can see that. Whether you're dead wrong, but I can see why he would say that.
Yeah, Ryan Leaf was cold in college.
Because he came out, they was like, he is Hall of Fame day one.
Yeah, but he was going crazy. And Peyton Manning was in that draft.
Oh my God! Side note. Side note. Did you hear Jamarcus Russell going off on some chick that called him the biggest bust?
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that. You are the biggest bust.
Yeah, and he was like, "No, you got to bust this."
And please come punch me in my face. I need a check. He was like, "Yeah, you say that to me, I'll punch you in your face. Please come punch me in my face. You're the biggest bust of all time." Like, you might be the worst bust in all sports.
He's up there.
Ooh, because here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. Because it wasn't a talent issue. Jamarcus had so much talent.
He had himself out the league.
Anthony Bennett had a talent issue. His talent did not translate to the NBA. Jamarcus Russell's talent translated to the NFL. You busted yourself out. You didn't want to work. You didn't want to go hard. You didn't want to be better. You didn't want to read the playbook. You turned yourself into a bust.
Right. He said, I'm on talent alone. I expect to dominate NFL on talent alone.
That's not
read the playbook.
I thought Greg Oden was.
No, because Greg had
Oden was injuries.
It was injury. It was injury for him.
He had some decent seasons.
Well, I wouldn't say
seasons. No, even when he came back.
Greg
Oden
had legitimate
he had some decent seasons. He had a double-double.
Expectations.
Yeah.
When you have top 50 NBA, would have been top 75 at that point. When you have that type of expectation, that's different. The rest of these people, that was just really good.
Yeah, but I'd take Greg Oden over Eddie Curry, and they said Eddie Curry was the next baby Shaq.
No, he wasn't a bust. And Curry,
Greg Oden Eddie Curry was a bust. Greg Oden just got not really. Eddie Curry wasn't a bust. Eddie Curry averaged like 19 a game at one point.
He didn't live up to his potential, but he wasn't a bust.
No, I'm saying I take Greg over Eddie.
He just flamed
the whole time. He kind of lived up to his potential. He was just a kid. Like, he averaged 19 a game.
No, he never got over 5 rebounds. That man should have been.
He was 8. He was 20 and like 8, and he got his contract. And then remember, the Paxton and them didn't want to re-sign him with this heart condition in New York.
Yeah, they sent him to the Knicks.
They sent him to the Knicks. Right.
Yeah,
and he played, and he balled out in New York for a couple of years, and then he just flamed out.
But he had a good season with the Bulls that last year.
He did. He had a good season with the Bulls.
Hold on. We in this right now. Who was the top 2 pick for the NBA last year?
What?
Reece Sachet?
You talking about Reece Sachet?
Yeah.
Hey, where he at?
Yeah, but
he played against the Knicks. He played against the Knicks. But he was a developmental piece. We're talking about people that came out that was surefire Hall of Famers even before they even took the field, basketball court, anything.
I told y'all when Reece Sachet got drafted, he was gonna suck. I told y'all the day that draft happened. I said he's not good at basketball. I don't know what to tell y'all. He's bad at this game.
Patrick Williams.
He in the conversation.
The biggest bust.
He in the conversation.
Here's the thing. Patrick Williams, legitimately, by not by opinion, by the numbers, is the worst basketball player in the NBA. He is by the amount of minutes he plays and the impact he has on the game. He actually is statistically the worst basketball player in the NBA right now.
Plus or minus. The plus and minus.
No, not plus minus. I'm talking about the points that he averaged versus the minutes that he plays versus the defensive rating that he has. There's stats that in the advanced analytics that basically take everything into account and say this dude should have at least this much impact at a minimum for this much time on the court. He's the worst basketball player in the NBA.
I hear you and I understand the analytic part about it, but nobody ever thought he was going to be a star. So I understand
clearly
your plus
the
and minus
GM
on
did.
that.
I did.
AK did.
I did.
I ain't gonna lie. Where's AK now? Where's AK now?
In
He's
the
gone.
unemployment line.
Right. He's gone.
Stay your butt there. I hope another team don't never give him a chance, boy.
Jesus.
Good Lord. AK might be the worst GM in Chicago sports history.
Ooh.
That's a
I'm
real
with that.
conversation.
I'm with that.
I agree with that.
We can
AK
talk
might
about
be
that
the
all
worst.
day.
You got to think about it. AK turned down 10 first-round picks to then trade players.
Yeah, he held on to Zach too long.
To not get any talent back.
So you said 10? Like
He turned down 10 first-round picks over the span of time that he was here. He had multiple first-round picks for Zach. Turned down first-round picks for Ayo Dosunmu. Turned down first-round picks for Kobe White. Turned down first-round picks for Alex Caruso. Turned down first-round picks. He turned down a first-round pick. Hold on, this is what solidifies it for me. In last year's draft, he turned down the first-round pick that turned into Cedric Coward for Lonzo Ball, who he then traded for Isaac Okoro, who plays like a bag of balls. He might legitimately. We might be locked there. He might be the worst GM in Chicago sports history.
I don't know if Joe remember, but the first year after he got here, I was like, this guy sucks. And I just knew it. Yeah. And he never rebounded.
His team construction was trash. His team construction was complete trash. I don't care what nobody say. Listen, even with on the teams that it works out with, you can't have two people that are too dominant, ball dominant, that roughly play the same position. It's working out in Boston. But look at how much turmoil and how much, how much the rumor mill has picked up them not working out together and stuff like that. It's very hard.
That might just be media, though.
Nah,
wait, what? No,
nothing about Boston has shown it don't work out.
Okay. Joe, we already did this exercise. Name the last time you had two dominant shooting guard small forward combos that worked out.
Well, G-Mac and Grant Hill.
The Boston Celtics.
That was short-lived.
They won a championship.
Yeah,
that was injury, though.
You had T-Mac and Vince. They played well together. You had Anthony and Nick Anderson. Basically, they did a lot of the same things. They played well together. They went all the way to the finals.
Rashard Lewis and Ray Allen.
Rashard Lewis and Ray Allen
in Seattle.
Rashard Lewis and Ray Allen had a totally different mindset and a different style of ball. The ball was going to Ray Allen.
That's true.
Rashard Lewis was the second option. On the Boston Celtics, you are fighting over who was number one.
No.
On the Bulls, you fought over who was number one. Was it DeMar? Was it Zach?
But see, I think that's the thing.
When you have that
over
fight,
who's number one.
They not.
That's why they won.
Right, but DeMar and Zach was fighting over number one because if Zach wasn't getting the ball, Zach wasn't in the game. In Boston, if Tatum is on heater, Brown is playing defense. He is facilitating. He's doing a lot of other things. He doesn't have to score.
Finals run, every playoff run for Boston, Tatum's numbers went down. Brown's numbers went up every single time.
So did it work?
So it works.
Did it work?
Boston had an overload of talent.
But then Tatum
Boston has
actually
overload
played defense too. So that's my thing.
It works.
Right, when you got those things because
you said name the one that works. It works.
It does.
The only thing that people say, because people can't fathom that it works, the only thing that people say all the time is it shouldn't work.
It shouldn't.
Well, you know what? Bees shouldn't be able to fly. You know what I mean? Realistically, bees shouldn't be able to fly. They fly though.
This man names the one creation where it should work out.
There's actually a lot of them, but I just went to the one that everybody knows.
Well, I know we brought up AK as the worst GM, but do you think we can actually get a better GM? That's my
look at JC with the strong transition. Well done there, JC. Impressive. Listen, there is the Chicago Bulls released their list, I should say, of the
least winning job. The least winning job in Anuba.
You know what? I don't think it is. Right now, you're sitting and trying to convince people to come to a job where you have 2 first-round picks in a draft where you can get some solid pieces in. You have no players that you have to be attached to. You have $65+ million to play with this season to build a roster. If I'm somebody that really believes in themselves and I go, hey, I want to be a god at the end of the day, I can fix the Chicago Bulls real quick and just have to be smarter than the rest.
No, you don't, because you got to love Billy, remember? You got to love Billy. That's a caveat. You got to love Billy.
But I think, again, the conversation that we have versus what probably the reality is very similar to the Boston conversation. We don't like Billy. NBA executives love Billy Donovan.
I don't hate Billy. I think
most of them you hate Billy. Shut up. Just say it. It's okay. You hate him. I don't hate him. It's okay.
I never liked Billy.
I don't think he's elite. I don't think he's elite.
No, I don't either. But I think he's what most of the coaches are. But I would be fine with a new voice in the building. I think you should clean slate, blah, blah, blah. We won't have to go down that path. But NBA executives really love Billy Donovan because Billy is smart at basketball. And if you give Billy talent, Billy will win. If you don't give Billy talent, Billy will lose.
Then win what?
I feel like you can say that for a lot of coaches. If you give people talent, they're going to win.
He didn't win.
Listen, like I said, I'm giving you the Kermit.
Talent?
He had talent.
Kid, you muted yourself.
Your mic is
Kid, you muted yourself there.
You give any coach talent, he's going to have some form of success. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
You can't do that.
Hey, I agree. How many coaches in the NBA are just different versions of Billy Donovan?
A lot of them.
Monty Williams is just black Billy Donovan.
Oh, why? That's ugly. Why was I thinking that in my head?
Monty Williams is black Billy Donovan.
I was thinking that in my head.
Jason Kidd is NBA talent Billy Donovan. I mean, what do we want to do? Nick Nurse is Muppet Billy Donovan.
But Jason Kidd at least went to the finals. Give me the final strip at bare minimum.
Sure.
Now I want to know who.
What the heck is going on?
They all frozen?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. My computer tweaking. That's all. We can still hear you. Go ahead. No, we can hear you. The computer, my computer having a stroke for some reason today. Keep going. Name me Jason Kidd's major success without Hall of Fame talent.
Jalen Brunson. Yeah.
Brunson, I ain't mad at.
That's a good call.
That's not a bad take. But I just
the way he transformed Chris Middleton.
Yeah. Y'all know how
Chris transformed Chris Middleton's career.
A good second fiddle. I give you that. Chris was a good second fiddle.
The way he worked that out, it parlayed into another coach who actually getting the benefit of it. But like, no, the way the bones and foundation that he was setting in those organizations is legit. I think even the way he was doing in the Mavs, I thought that was actually key because they didn't have a healthy point guard before they fired him. Not one worth his salt. But I have to develop my young star. How do? I got to put the ball in his hand. So instead of me having him fight over screens and get in a position that he don't really know how to do yet on the NBA level, I'm gonna have him bring the ball up.
Who don't know how to do it on the NBA level? Luka came in averaging 25.
I'm talking about Cooper Flag.
Oh, Coop.
The way that he was developing him, people didn't like how he was doing it. Yeah. But it makes sense. It's like, hey, he's struggling in some key areas, and we have a hard time getting him the ball. Bring the ball up.
Listen, the bottom line for me is I think, we put a lot on the coach. Like, listen, you put good players on the floor, you do better than not, right? We probably look at Billy very differently. I think that there was a lot of expectation put on Billy because of the first team that was built, and then you remove the point guard from it. And then at every turn, AK said, nah, we're not going to get another point guard. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those situations where, to me, I don't think Billy's great. You don't see me doing the show right here?
I need to ask him, why did you not get a point guard when you saw what happened with the point guard? What was your mindset that you didn't get the point guard? You saw what was happening with Patrick Beverly and what Patrick Beverly was doing. You was like, nah, Pete, we ain't gonna do that. Like, what was the thought process?
Well, I guess
the potential.
I guess the point gets to whoever the leadership that's coming in that's going to run this team. I don't know who between any of these people. I mean, the point is hopefully they can pick somebody that has a vision to figure out how to build this Bull squad,
But the good thing is the names that they have available. I mean, you've got Matt Lloyd from Minnesota, who has fleeced the Bulls multiple times. By the way, he's the one who was a part of the Nikola Vucevic trade. And then he went over to Minnesota and he got Ayo Dosunmu. Dennis Lindsey in Detroit, who's been part of multiple rebuilds here.
Ooh, I actually like him when he was a little fake point guard, shooting guard.
Yeah, legit. Same Dennis Lindsey in Detroit. He also was in Utah when they turned it around with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. You've got Bryson Graham, who probably gives me the most side eye. He's the one that I look at and I'm like, yeah, you were on an organization that drafted talent in the New Orleans Pelicans and he's now with Atlanta, but you didn't win very much. But the caveat on why he might be a good name is he made the toughest decision Atlanta's had to make in a while. He got rid of Trae Young. You got to be able to move on from these guys, right? You got Mike Gansey.
And still made the playoffs.
You got Mike Gansey in Cleveland, who, of course, convinced Donovan Mitchell to stay in Cleveland, which I think is impressive in itself. And then on top of that, has built a really good team that is playing right now. And then you've got Dave Talep out of San Antonio, who has been a part of that organization since 2013. So he's seen a lot of winning in his time there. So I think that some solid names as far as the executives go. And then a potential agent, Austin Brown, out of CAA, who we talked about him a little bit last time, as somebody who you got to have connections to be good at your job in this world. And he comes in with all the connections. So the bottom line of all of it, whichever one they pick, I don't know which direction they're going, which guy Billy Donovan's going to love. I like the list for the simple fact that you've got names that come from organizations where success happened while they were in the building. And while they were in positions of power in the building.
Yeah, I don't dislike this list. If it was up to me, the names that stand out, like you mentioned, Matt Lloyd, who fleeced us again and again and again with the Ayo trade. I do love the assistant general manager named Dave Talep. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've done a deep dive on any of these guys, but just the fact that you're coming from an organization that you've been a part of for years that have seen success in different eras, that to me is impressive. And so, maybe you give him a chance because he knows how to win, or he's seen winning consistently. So those are my two guys.
Yeah, Dave Talep's number one on my list right now.
I'm fine with any of those guys, actually, because you said they come from good quality organizations and they do know how to find some talent, but all of them have had some misses in their draft
100%.
process too. So
not a ton though. I think the worst miss on there might be old boy from Detroit with Ron Holland. Ron Holland sucks.
No, because they missed out on old boy with the leg too, Ivy. So
you didn't miss. He had a major injury.
Well, yeah, true. I guess you could.
You drafted a player that was really talented on the court,
but then you got the guy. You got the guy in Atlanta who drafted Ricochet. So I think they all have had some form of.
Ricochet is a miss. I give you that one.
They had some misses.
Ricochet sucks.
But then you got the guy in the Pelican. But then he also drafted old boy. That's not Herb. What's
Herb Jones?
That the guy that's really.
Or Derek Queen?
No, the one in New Orleans.
Zion?
No, the one on the wing. That they didn't want to trade. That we tried to trade for him.
Herb Jones.
Okay.
Herb Jones.
Yeah. Well, he hit with that because that was one of them later picks that nobody thought he was going to be okay, but he ended up being very good. So, like I said, all of these GMs on the list have had some form of success and failure. I just want a GM that learned from it and that could get better going forward. It's not stuck in his ways. Like AK kept on trying to find that diamond in the second round. He kept on trying to find those projects that could develop into something potentially instead of going for the for sure talent that we passed on. Like, didn't he pass on for sale? So like some guy that we saw that was going to be good. He was like, no, I can pick this guy over here and develop him, and he's going to be better because I got Billy. No, I want a guy that can pivot quickly compared to be stuck in his same roles.
That man was here for 6 drafts, drafted 2 NBA players.
Like I said, I wanted him out after year 1.
He drafted Ayo and Modest. That's it.
Where the heck is Bob?
Bob the Builder?
Throw the bag at Bob.
Oh,
Bob knows what.
Bob.
Not Bob Love. Bob Myers.
Bob Myers.
Throw the bag
Myers.
at Bob.
Bob knows Sam Presti or Bob Myers. I just want a winner. I don't care. I want somebody.
Bob knows how to get it done.
But to be honestly,
I agree with that.
There's a question: do we want to go the OKC route and sell everything and build through the 5-year draft plan, kind of like the Sixers and OKC did?
That is the tough part about a couple of the names on here, right? Like I look at Dennis Lindsey. Dennis Lindsey fixed Utah. Dennis Lindsey fixed Detroit. Realistically speaking, both of them tanked
for years.
You know what I mean? Michael Reinsdorf has already said, I ain't tanking.
So you gotta take them off the list then.
So, but I think that's why I like the list, right? Because it's a bunch of guys who found talent. Like in the NBA, we know how this goes. In the NBA, one player changed your whole franchise.
Oh, 100%.
It's not the NFL where you got to have multiple years of drafts for you to be different. Like one player changes your entire mindset on how you move forward.
That's why I want the top 5 pick. One of those guys are going to bring the Bulls back into the limelight, especially with Modest, with
Greedy,
with Giddey, with the development, the pieces that JC's favorite guy. What's the old boy's name?
Which one? Oh, Leonard Miller.
Leonard Miller. Go. Yeah, JC's favorite, man. Leonard Miller.
But
those guys are, potentially. We want one of those top 5 guys, like you said, that can come in. They can ball from day one, where we don't necessarily have to develop him. You can develop him to be a superstar, but he comes in
with the talent already. Exactly. There. Yeah. No, we'll see.
A lot of people in the chat are saying that they don't see a talent that's as good to really go crazy over. I mean, if you're in the top 5 of the draft, we somehow find a way to get up there. You got a couple of names, of course. The dude from BYU, AJ DeMontia, who might go 1. Cam Boozer, I'm not that high on, but
I'm high on the 2010 guy.
Yeah, I'm not as high on Cam Boozer because I feel like he plays like his dad at the end.
Bad.
It's bad.
His dad at the end, not the beginning.
Yeah. Those last couple years.
When is a 2010 dude? We passing on a 2010 dude.
It's
crazy, man. That's crazy.
It's not when are you passing on a 2010 dude. It's when are you passing on a 2010 dude that's probably also gonna get moved around and give up 20 and 10.
That's why
we already got that guy.
You know what I mean? Like if you're just good enough to get canceled out, and for me, it's not that Boozer don't have the talent. I think he does, and he should be a much better defender than his father was. But at 260, I shouldn't see you get moved. There's not that many people heavier than you in basketball no more.
That's baby weight compared to grown man. When you start to get into the NBA, you're going to get into your grown man. You're going to get your nutritionist. You're going to work with a big man on your team that specifically builds you up to where you need to be.
But he wasn't playing against NBA players in college. He was playing against other dudes that have, as you say, baby weight, and they was moving him out the way too often.
Man, some of them guys are dogs compared to the other. Like I think it was old dude on who did they play? Who did Duke play? And it was just a guy that was in there just fiercely rebounding.
Reed.
Yeah, he just wanted to Reed. Yeah, he just wanted to beat dude up.
Yeah.
And he was the same size, but he was just one was just massive, and then the other one was just finesse. But you
gotta remember, it takes a few years for big men to acclimate to the game, and they're young. So at 260, that's a puppy with the big paws.
Yeah. I get what he means. When you see that dog and you like, I'm gonna have to buy the 60-pound bag of dog food, huh?
Yeah.
Dang it.
I will. If he's my front court and I got Giddey and I like Modest, I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Is he really 260?
Yeah, 260 right now.
That's
he got
big.
55 pounds on Cooper Flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
that's a big boy.
Listen, it's not that it's like for me, right? The best player in the draft is Darren Peterson. He's the best player in the draft, talent wise.
I like DeBonsta.
But we like DeBonsta because DeBonsta went out there every game and put everything he had on the line.
He did. I liked it.
Darren Peterson is the most talented player in this draft, but Darren Peterson would pull himself at halftime. That wasn't even a weird joke. Like he actually would just pull himself out the game and be like, "Yeah, I'm done playing."
I need somebody with a high motor.
Yeah, I need a heart.
That's what I like AJ.
He pulled himself out the game.
He did a million
He would
times.
play half the game and then say, "I'm done playing."
Yeah, no, I don't want to play it like that.
He was showing you I'm a talent, and then he was done. Now on the flip side, Jalen Johnson kind of did the same thing. Jalen Johnson got to the tournament and was like, "Hey, y'all have a great life, boys. I'm out of here. I'm going to the league."
He got to the tournament though.
So did Darren Peterson. And
It's
Darren
like this.
Peterson played in the tournament.
He did. He played well too. He played well.
He's talented. He's got all the tools you want to have in a top player.
I want that heart.
I agree.
Heart and mindset is very important when you're dealing with the professional sports because you can have all the talent in the world. Like man, what I can't think. It was an older
Ben Simmons.
NBA. Yeah,
Ben Simmons.
Exactly, Ben Simmons. All the talent in the world, but if you don't have the mental aptitude to be able to be able to get through those down times in the game or in your own mind and persevere, you're never going to be that star that we need. So that's why I see that Darren Peterson hit right there. Like he'll come on, somebody cross him up, and then he end up being down on himself, and now can't come back and use athleticism and his skill set to fight back. He'll just go hide in the corner. Well, I like that. I like the dog of AJ because he come out like, yeah, okay, you get me, I'm gonna get you back.
My only pushback to this entire conversation is the simple fact that the Chicago Bulls have never lacked talent. They've always lacked direction, identity, and appropriate coaching. Like if you look at some of the players that we had on this team, what's the running joke? They're gonna leave here and average 15 plus points a game. And sure as crap, what did Kobe White go do? Kobe White got a game winner in Charlotte somewhere, right? Doing his thing.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything different. He did exactly what he did here. He played great in the first play-in game and then played garbage in the second one.
What is well, we're gonna see what Io does because he's in the playoffs now.
Io in the playoffs. Io hooping.
Right? He is hooping.
But it's like we've never had a lack of talent. We've had lack of infrastructure. We've had lack of We've not had
There's been some bad players on this team, bro.
It's been some years where like you go through those lows, but like overall, if you talk about the Chicago Bulls in the last 6 years, the Chicago Bulls have had talent. The Chicago Bulls have had talented players on this team. Wow. Hey, Vooch is out there in Boston getting love in Boston right now, doing what he's doing. We have had talent,
but we traded.
Yeah, but your talent don't always work well together. Listen, I can have eggs and I can have biscuits and I can have rice. But if I throw it in all in one pot and cook it all at the same time, it ain't gonna turn into a good breakfast.
I'll still eat it.
So guess what? It's not
we know.
So guess what? You're proving my point.
I'm getting hungry.
We're saying the same thing, bro. What you're saying is this: it ain't the material, it ain't the ingredients, it's the chef. The chef gotta do something.
It might be the ingredients too, though, because Zach and DeMar in the same spot in Sacramento, and guess what?
They doing even worse.
They look the same.
No, but for me,
that's a bad chef. Why would you get ingredients for a meal that sucked and then say, "Hey, I think I can make it better by preparing it the same way"?
Oh, you're saying from a front office perspective.
No,
from a front office and a coaching perspective, you can't do the same thing, expect a different result.
Yeah,
no, but
that's
for me,
what's happening right now.
Now, for me, kid, it's that, but then it's also everybody is in a different role. Like Vooch is killing it in Boston because he doesn't have to be the number one option. Io is for me the only one that's doing the same thing here. I mean, when he left here as he was doing here, Io was running a one-man break. He's facilitating. He's cutting. Everybody hates that trade. I still hate this trade too. I hate that trade too.
Only reason I don't hate that trade is they might hire Matt Lloyd and get him back.
That's good
If
point.
they do that, I will. You make a statue of him.
Matt Lloyd might buy himself 3 years off rip just by bringing Io back.
Yeah,
Man.
but you also didn't the guy in New Orleans, isn't that the one that facilitated the Brandon Ingram trade from the Lakers too?
Yeah.
So like I said, he got some misses. I mean, he got some hits too.
No, it's not that he don't have hits. It's just he don't have wins. He's the one guy on this list that really didn't win anything.
But they had a lot of injuries.
The playoffs twice.
They had injuries too, and they were a formidable team. I think they were missing, like if Lonzo Ball didn't get hurt, because you had Lonzo. Then
that team with Zoe was cooking.
Right, it
was Zoe, Zion, and
Ingram.
And Ingram and them,
then they had the long, lanky dude at the 5.
Yeah.
Didn't they have Valanciunas too?
Yep.
Yeah.
They had a nice team.
So he's a good GM, but you say he just didn't translate as many wins because of injury and some of the mismanagement of funds.
Could be with that too. Definitely could be with that. Hey, man, we'll see. I think the Bulls got an opportunity to get this right if they don't Bulls this up, right? Don't be the Bengals. Hey,
the Giants.
The Giants, right. The Giants might be all right. They're two first. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. That was a crazy layup by Donovan Mitchell right there.
It was.
Y'all know what to do. We going to be live, of course, for the draft, so stay tapped in with us, and we'll have content coming you guys' way all week. As always, for the super producer, Joel Holt, the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid, Mr. Meet himself, Jordan JC, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody bro. It is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bed down. One love. Peace.
Oh my God.